Okay, I want to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're watching me from. I remain your host, Dr. Victor Ekieno. By God's grace, I'm a movie director by profession. I'm also an actor by profession. I'm a script writer by profession. All right, I'm a life coach. I coach people on professional acting, and that's what I do for a living. So I have deemed it necessary to begin to impart this knowledge to the younger generation and let them know the intricacies of professional acting. That acting must be learned, acting must be taught. All right. So if there's anyone with any notion that acting is something that anybody can just wake up and do, they're not getting it right. For anything you can do well or anything you wish to do well, you must learn it. You must start by learning it, you understand? And by going to school, some persons have the privilege to go to school, while some actually learn online. Okay. So, notwithstanding where you learn it from, hence you've learned the right thing, then you've achieved something. So, today we shall be looking at acting. Okay, the last time we talked about emotional reality. We've also talked about beats, we've talked about rhythms, we talked about conflict, we talked about suspense. We talked about Lucas acting. School of thoughts have, okay, the acting is a representation. Why another school of thought said that it's an internal search of the truth. You understand? Why another act is be character. Be so we have nine we have 9 types of personalities when it come to professional acting. All right, so today we shall be rolling them one after the other so that we get to know what we do. That acting do, you need to understand what that professional. It is very bad for you to keep doing a particular thing and yet you don't know you do. You just actor or an actress, and yet if they ask you any question concerning what you are acting, you don't have an answer. You don't know what you to call it. So today we nine, in case they ask you that what kind of are you, you can verbally and boldly say that you are either a personality actor or you're a chameleon actor or you're a character actor or a non-professional actor or an impersonator or a name actor, or you can say you're a typecast actor or a background actor, so or an ensemble actor. So like I said, we have 9 types of actors. 9. You understand? 9. Those who are just there acting. They don't know which category. But I don't want you to be denied of this know-how. So that's why I deem it necessary to bring to your table a personality actor. That's number one actor, a personality actor. We all have personalities. That's the truth. You understand? We know we have a personality, the way we carry ourselves. There are some persons who carry themselves that way to the set, just that way. That's how they carry themselves to the set. They don't remove, they don't add. So we call this type of actors personality actors. Personality actors are those actors that uh, play their role the way they are, okay, their personality. Now, for instance, if we have a bodybuilder, okay, someone bounces, okay, and he's probably playing a warrior in a film, is a personality actor because of his body physique. That is actually cast to play that role because of his muscular body. Okay, so these kind of actors are known as personality actors. The way they are, their personality, they just bring it to the film and act that role. So they fall under the category of personality actors. Now, or we see a case of an illiterate, a stark illiterate, and she's acting the role of an illiterate, someone who had never been to school. You see her acting that role almost in all her things. She's a personality actor. So personality actors are those kind of actors that take their personality to the stage. All right. So this is number one category of an actor. They are known as personality actor. So in case you fall under this category, all you need to do is to start look at those actors that have levels more than others, because for all actors there are actors and there are actors, and the actors are differentiated by their levels. Do you understand? So we move to the next actor, and that is a character actor. A character actor is a creative actor. A character actor is what we can call an auteur actor. Is creative, is imaginative in his doing. You understand? He has that thinking ability. He puts on his thinking cap, and whenever he's acting, you see ingenuity. We call them character actors. Do you understand? These actors can portray anything. This actor can portray anything. So, in case you are into acting, and probably you are asking yourself, which area do I fall into? As I roll out the names of characters and their functions, then you now decide for yourself which area you think you are falling into. All right. So we have personality actors, then we have character actors. These are actors that understand scripts. These are actors that read the scripts. These are actors that find out their age in the script. These are actors that understand their lines. These are actors that act very well. Character actors are not actors you can keep by the side. Character actors are interpreters. Okay, they interpret their roles. Character actors are rare to come by. These kind of actors they work very well. Okay, they work their fingers to their bones, and that's the kind of actor I want you to be. Okay, to become, even in any aspect of life. Did you know that we are acting? You act in one capacity or the other. So if you want to do well and if you want people to retain you in your work, learn how to do it well. Learn the intricacies, the secrets, how to do it well. So character actors are actors who read scripts. Character actors are actors who learn how to do it well. Character actors are actors who render their lines clearly. Clearly, they are professionals. All right. So I wrote here that character actors are opposite of personality actors. You remember I said that personality actors are those ones who carry their personality to the film. You understand? And I cited example with bodybuilders, those who have big chests, broad chest. Do you understand? They are cast to play a role of a giant. They are cast to play a role of a warrior because of their physique. So they are personality actors. Why character actors are the opposite of personality actors. These actors do research. They portray their role very well. I think that's where I belong. All right, because I find time to study my script very well. I find time to do what I do and do it well. You understand? More like embodying the character. Do you understand? So, having known about personality actor, known about character actor, we move to the next type of actor. We're talking about types of actors today. We've talked about personality actor, we've talked about character actor, and today we are also talking about chameleon actors. So this type of actors are chameleonic. All right, they are chameleonic. They play variety of actors. They play variety of roles. They can fit into different roles. These kind of actors are professionals. Today they are medical doctors. Or yes, tomorrow they are preachers. Next tomorrow they are traders. Another the fourth day they are acting the role of a kidnapper. And for every role they act it very well. We call them chameleonic actors. They are chameleon actors. All right. So these actors are professionals in what they do. They can do it and do it very well. All right. So they act every role. Every role. Do you understand? No role is too difficult for them to act. Chameleon. Sorry for that. Sorry for that break. Just had an interrupted network. All right. So back. We're um talking about chameleon actors. Chameleon actors are good actors. So if you have on your set character actors, you have chameleon actors, you stand a better chance of actually having a good production. Notwithstanding, also involving personality actors are those ones that you just cast them based on their physique, on their personality, their age. Okay. On personality actors, you can actually cast them based on their age. If there is a character that is very old and you're looking for an old person, and probably this character, the character in the script is about 90 years, and you've been able to find someone who is 90 years, you cast that person to play the role of a 90-year actor. He is invariably a personality actor because he's fitting into the role. You don't need to, he does not that they play any, they interpret any role, and they do it very well. They do it very well. They are like chameleon. They can talk in different ways. They can tone their voice anytime, any day. Absolute. We move to the fourth kind of actors. Very authentic. They tend to come up that ordinarily you never imagined. So non-professional actors are actually good in coming up with new innovation. They are innovative. Okay, they are creative, they are authentic. You understand? So that's non-professional actors. They are actually non-professional, but they do something unique. Oh, okay, so for example of non-professional actors are like market women. You understand? And probably you are trying to show a market scene, and you just go to the market square and meet those people selling gari and tell them that you just want to shoot while they are doing their selling, their normal selling. You notice that they will do it very well. They'll do it very well. You see them measuring and all that. You tell them, give them just a little orientation. You give them not to look camera. I tell you the truth, they will not look camera and they will do it very well. You understand? With joy. So these kind of people, we categorize them as non-professional actors. They are not doing it for a living. They are not doing it because they read it. They are only doing it because opportunity calls. Do you understand? So they are categorized as non-professional actors, and they do it very well. They do it very well. So we've talked about personality actors. We've talked about chameleon actors. We've talked about character actors. We've also talked about non-professional actors. Okay, so in case you want more explanation, expansion, you just let me know. I'm going to expand it as much as I can for you to comprehend the more. So we'll still talking about non-professional actors. To say they are authentic to their role, very authentic. And I cited an example how non-professional actors are authentic because of what that's what they do for a living. So they are authentic. So if you're asking them to come and actually do it, they do it very well. Okay, for an athlete, an athletic, and probably there is a role that has to do with an athletic, okay, performance. And you ask an athlete to do it, he does it very well because this is what he does every day. You understand? He's not doing it because he's an actor cast for the role, but he's only doing it because he's a professional. But we call them non-professional when it comes to the field of acting. But they are doing it because it's what they do in their daily lives. Do you understand? So we have the personality actors, we have the character actors, we have the chameleon actors, and we have the non-professional actors. We have the non-professional actors. We've talked about the fourth actors, going to move to the fifth type of actors, and that is a personator. A personator, all right? And according to research, this character imitates a lot. A personator is a character that imitates a lot. He mimics a lot. He's good at mimicking people. To mimic is to imitate. You understand? And that goes hand in hand with what Aristotle said, that human beings like imitation. They see imitation and they imitate people. In one way or the other, you have imitated someone. That's the truth. You have imitated someone because it's an instinct. It's something that is built in us to imitate one another. So the fifth kind of an actor is an impersonator. An impersonating actor who impersonates the characters of people, who impersonate the doings of people, who impersonate what they see around them, who impersonate. In fact, this kind of actors are actually good for comedy. You understand? Because they make people laugh a lot. Comedians are imitators. You understand? They make people laugh for a living. So uh, the impersonator fits in properly into the shoe because he makes people laugh all the time. So they are actually actors. You understand? They are categorized as actors. So let's run it all over again. We talked about personality actor, number one, talking about types of actors. We say that we have personality actors, we have character actors, we have chameleon actors, we have non professional actors, and we have impersonators. They impersonate a lot. So, have you in any way impersonated before? If you have, no, you have. Because it's just in us. In one way or the other, even jokingly, we're trying to make others laugh. We impersonate at that point in time for others to laugh. So you are invariably an impersonator. All right? Then we move to a name actors. Name actors are the big fish in the industry. Name actors are the big fish in the industries. People who have already established themselves as actors. Who have people we are acquainted with, people we know, people that make us watch film. They are name actors. You understand? These are actors that have already made name, they have made money, so they attract viewership by their personality. You understand? These kind of actors make a lot of shakara. And some of them, because they are known, they no longer take time to go through the work the way they ought to. Some of them. While a great number of them still do their work very well. All right? So there must be a balance in what I say. A great number of them still do their works very well. But they are named actors. They charge in millions just to have an appearance. And once they appear in your film, people buy it. People are buying it not because of the storyline. They're not buying it because of the camera. They are buying it because of the person, the personality, the person that appeared in the film. That is why people are going for the film. So we call them name actors. And before you get to this level of knowing the people knowing you as a name actor, then you may have been either a personality actor or a character actor or a chameleon actor. You understand? You may have been any of these, and you may have put in years. You understand? To build your personality. You understand? So that people get to know you, people are acquainted with what you're doing, then that will actually attract or land you the privilege of becoming a name actor. All right. So then that's the sixth type of actor. Then we're going to talk about the seventh type of actor. This one is typecast actors. This kind of actors, they are creative, but they are only one-sided. All right. This kind of actors are creative. We are not disputing that, but they are one-sided. They are just one-sided. This kind of actors are one-sided. So this kind of actors are one-sided. They act just um, one role. What am I trying to say? In almost all the films, you notice that they are acting comedy scenes. Comedy, 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 comedy. That's what they're doing. Comedy scenes here and there, and all that. These kind of actors are the type that are known for a particular role. Do you understand? They are typecast actors. That's what we call them. Or you can call them actors, okay? The typecast actors or the stereotype actors. They are stereotype. They are restricted. They are restricted and they enjoy it. They are known for that. Now, if we look at the Nigeria industry, we have typecast actors like when it comes to comedy, we have late Mr. Ibu, we have late Osofia. I mean, late, what's his name? Osofia is alive. Is a typecast actor. We have all these actors that act a particular role. Okay, for typecast,
actors. We have Pet Edochie is known as a tragic actor. He's good at tragedy. Okay, he's good at tragedy. You understand? So most times he's typecast to play a tragic role. You understand? He's typecast to play a tragic role. In fact, there was a time that Ramsey Noah is known for love love scenes. So at a point, he became a typecast actor. You understand? He's a lover boy. That's what he does. That's what he plays all the time. And there was a particular film I watched him playing a very serious role. It was caricature-like. It was like a joke to me. In fact, the scene where we have him having killed his opponent and he did like this, it was so caricature like. I was like, what is this? You understand? He's not actually good in those kind of violent scenes because of how he started. He started by being a typecast actor. He's not versatile. You understand? Though this period is trying to diversify, but people have known him already in our consciousness that is a typecast actor that is more on love scene, love scene. There's another actor that we know for violent scene, Jim Ike. Jim Ike is violent. You understand? So at a point he became a typecast actor because he's known for more of violent scene. Violent scene. In fact, even when he's trying to play a lover boy, he still goes violent. Especially when the girl did not say yes immediately. He goes violent to get it wants it to get it by force. Hank is also a typecast actor because Hank is known for more of action films. Action films. That's what Hank Odogu does. Do you understand? Will I say that Bob Manuel Odogu is actually a versatile actor? He plays different roles. He's not static. You wouldn't say that Bob Manuel Odogu is known for a particular role. This is what he plays all the time. He is versatile. So he's chameleonic in his acting. You see him today is acting as a native doctor. Tomorrow is acting as a preacher. Next tomorrow is acting as a conductor. You understand? So he's versatile. There's another actor in the industry who is versatile. Okay, Hilda Dokubo is a versatile actor. All right, she acts different roles. Do you understand? Okay, let me begin to roll them one by one. Zubi. Well, I say Zubi is a typecast actor because he acts more of violent scenes. You see him acting more of violent scenes. All right. Genevieve, she's actually a versatile actor. Okay. She acts different scenes, different scenes. So you can also categorize her as a chameleonic actor or a character actor because she diversify her acting. She diversified. All right. Nkemewo is a typecast actor who acts more of comedy. Late Ibu, of course, is known as a typecast actor. He's known for his comedy scenes and all that. All right. So we have typecast actors who are just one-sided. They are stereotyped. They are known for a particular role. They play it very well, no doubt. You understand? But that is what people get to know them with. People know them that they play more of comedy or tragedy. All right? But in professional acting, you should be all round where people get to know you for all the roles. You can fit in into any role. So this morning we have talked, I don't know where you're watching me from, but from my own area is morning hour. We've talked about personality actors. We've also talked about character actors. We've talked about chameleon actors, non-professional actors. We've talked about impersonator. Do you understand? Julius Agu is known as an impersonator. He's an actor, you understand? At the same, he impersonates, he's a comedian. He's a comedian, all right? Okay, Bakassi is a comic actor. But at times you see Okay Bakassi act a serious role, even Julius Agu, you understand? In fact, Julius Agu is versatile. He's a versatile actor, you understand? But with touch of an impersonating acting. You understand? Because he mimics a lot. He mimics, is good at mimicking people. The same thing with Kepa Kassi. You understand? Every actor have this tendency of mimicking one another, mimicking people. And in fact, if you do not know how to mimic very well, you are not a good actor because it is actually an element that stands you out. It is what makes you a good actor. It is what promotes you. It's what projects you. The ability to mimic, to imitate, you understand, is what stands you out. So I wouldn't know which one you are, whether you're a typecast actor or an impersonator actor or a non-professional actor or you are a character actor, I don't know, a chameleonic actor or whatever personality you fit in. I just want you to find time and do it well. Then there's another actor that I wouldn't want you to do, to become rather. You understand? This actor does not have creativity. This actor is just there as a number. This actor, you won't believe it. We need him in on set. We actually need this actor to make believe. That's the essence of having this actor. The actor is actually in the crowd. We call this actor a norm character. Norm. Numb. Numb. You know when the hand goes numb. You understand? Numb and dumb. So this character is a background actor. It's a background actor. He's known for just believability. We need him because we want to create a crowd scene. We need him because we want to make the scene authentic. We need him because we just want him to carry the cups. We need him because we just want him to go fetch water. He might not actually have a line, a word to say, but we just need his presence. So these actors don't think. These actors, you think for them. These actors, they don't read scripts. They might be educated, you understand, but you don't need to give them script because you just need to explain to them and boom, they will do it. And these actors will always, they might appear once or twice or thrice max in a full movie. So they are not, the focal point is not on them. They are not the point of attraction. They are just there aloof. You understand? There to make up numbers. So this kind of actors don't grow. Let me add to that. This kind of actors don't grow. They are just there aloof. They are just there to make numbers. They are just there to beautify the environment, the background. That's what they are there to do. You understand? So if you are undertaking a career in acting, avoid this kind of actors. You understand? Avoid it. And these kind of actors are the ones who will tell you that I acted in that movie. You understand? And you'll be looking forward to seeing them. You wouldn't see them until they will not tell you, look at the crowd scene. You will see me. They make a whole lot of noise. So they are background actors who just appear in one or two scenes and off they go. You understand? So in the course of appearing one or two scenes, their mistake is not even taken as mistake. That is just taken as to complement the story. You understand? So I have mentioned this morning for my own end this morning. Five, I mean 9 types of actors. I talked about personality actor, talked about character actor. I've talked about chameleon actors. We talked about non-professional actors. I've talked about impersonator. I've talked about name actors. I've talked about typecast actors, and I've talked about actors. So the last type of um, actor is the ensemble actors. Ensemble actors is the coming together actors. This kind of actors are good to play with on set. These actors are not full of themselves. These actors don't vaunt. These actors accommodate everybody. In fact, they make a scene lively. Ensemble actors make a scene lively because they will laugh, they will joke, they will ease off the tension, and by the time camera is on you, you are boom, you are good. You understand? So these kind of actors are really, really good. They are good in making other actors feel okay. They are good in making other actors contribute their quota. They are known as ensemble actor. They ensemble things. They make things happen. All right. So acting is a beautiful experience. It's something that motivates you. It gives you an edge. It gives you ability to express yourself. It gives you that privilege to be seen. It gives you the privilege to be known. Surprisingly, people tend to give credit to the actors, forgetting the director and the crew members. You know why? Because the actors are the people that see. They are the ones they see. Do you understand? They don't see the directors, they don't see the crew members, they see the actors. So the actors are image carriers. They are image carriers. Do you understand? The actors are interpreters or interpreters. They're the one interpreting the situation. You understand? So if you want to undertake a career in acting, do it well. You want to undertake a career in acting, come to Broadway Production Limited. It's actually a production house, a company house that I've established, and we teach you everything you need to know about acting, everything you need to know about script writing, everything you need to know about directing, cinematography, costume and makeup, choreography, you understand, speech, how to talk very well, how to pitch very well, okay? We teach you modulation, we teach you enunciation, we teach you articulation. So you must articulate your points. You understand? So in acting, you must know how to do it well. In knowing how to do it well, it builds your confidence. Builds your confidence. You understand? So now, how do we become these actors? These nine actors I've stated here. The script is the foundation, is the bare bones. The script is what gives you an edge. The script is that is what catapults you. The script is the blueprint. Is the blueprint, is the springboard, is that thing, is that background knowledge that you have about your character. And I often say that for you to act very well, you must read the script very well. For you to act very well, you must know the character very well. You must know the season of the play, the season of the story. When was this story established? Is it a present story, a modern age story, or is an epic story? What you call epic story is an ancient story. In case there's anyone watching me who does not really understand these words, all right? So it's an ancient story. The epic story with requires epic acting, epic doings, epic mannerism, epic speech. Do you understand? Epic speech, epic actions, where there were no civilizations. People are more like in the Stone Age. So for you to act it very well, you must study the script very well. How do you do that? You read the script the first time, you read it the second time, read it the third time. If you have the grace to read it more than 10 times, go ahead, read the script. And as you read the script, new things are jumping into your head, jumping into your mind. You are internalizing the roles. You are getting to know the characters, what to say, how they say it, what the other characters say about them, what environment the environment is saying, what the script says, the structure. You understand? You get to know when the other character is talking and when you're supposed to come in. You know when the other character is goofing and when the character is getting it right. The script gives you that foundation. So you'll find out about the four things that are very important in getting to know a character. Number one, the script itself. You understand? Provides you what I call structure. The structure are those descriptions. The structure are those do's and don'ts. Structures are those descriptions that say smiles, uh, angries, shouts. You understand? Comes out, walks up and down. Imagine that life is for you. It has come to an end and all that. Those descriptions that tell you that is bare bodied or is wearing clothes. Those descriptions that tells you that is adorned with jewelries. Those descriptions they are getting, they are introducing you into what I call characterization, building your mind, building your acting, building your skill. Do you understand? Building how you building your interpretation, how you should interpret the role, how you should internalize the character. The script does that. The script does that. All right. Even if there are no descriptions, and you say, okay, what if you carry a script where there are no descriptions? What is the line saying? Because you get to know your character by what you say. You as a character, you as a personality, you get to know your role by what you say. What you say about yourself. If you say as a character, I'm a bad man, you are invariably building a character of a bad man. It gives you that understanding that in this role, you're a bad man. Do you understand? Or even though you said it jokingly, baddest, the fact remains you are known as a bad character. So you should portray it. And I've even said that, and you hear another character say he's a very bad man, he's diabolical. The other character is telling you that this is the role you are playing, that you are a diabolical character in this film. You understand? Then to further enhance it, you start finding that you read the script, you get to know whether you are going to become a native doctor or you are going to visit a native doctor. How many people are you going to kill in the script? You understand? How many people are you going to kill? How many people are you going to injure? How many people are you going to maim? So you get to find out because the other character had already called you the baddest. Do you understand? Now, if he said you are baddest based on maybe you run after women and all that, so invariably you are a promiscuous man. So that now you start building your role on what to say. The lines will actually show you that you are a promiscuous man. Then what the character what the character does, if you are this type that whenever you're angry, you hit your hand on your chest, you understand? Invariably, you are saying that your mind is hardened, or whatever you say you will do it. So that means you are determined, you understand, to actualize whatever that comes out of your mouth. So that is what you are known for. That is who the character is. So what the character does, you get to know your role. What the character does. Do you understand? So number one, what the script says, what the character says, what other character say about this character, about your character, and what you do. So these are the four elements getting to know your role. You understand? And when you've known your role, then you should know that each scene is a sentence. Each scene is a sentence, and the entire work itself is a paragraph. Do you understand? A paragraph has a new idea. It's an introduction of an idea. At least it has one idea, a paragraph. So you get to know, just see it that this story is pursuing one goal. This story is tilting towards achieving one aim, notwithstanding the complications, notwithstanding the expositions, notwithstanding the conflicts, notwithstanding what is happening, the climax, the anticlimax, okay, the beats, the rise and falling of actions and all of that, it is tilted towards one goal. Okay, when we talk about complications, complications are actions that are never ending in a scene. The more the action is unfold, the more things are being complicated. Things are being complicated. You notice that you are trying to come out of this situation, another situation is imposing himself on you already. You understand? You are solving that situation, another one is coming. So complications. You understand? Just like when a woman is taken to the theater, the woman wants to deliver, and medical doctors will say she has complication. But meanwhile, in the theater we have a bar. You understand? We have the theater. We also have theater in the hospital. The hospital is where the theater is where surgery are being conducted. Where in the theater is where we also do our own surgery, our medical surgery, where we professionally we operate the minds of the people. We pass an ideology into the minds of the people. We make them think as we think. We make them talk as we talk. We make them accept our ideas, our ideology. So it's our theater. Are you there? is our theater. So back to getting to know your role. So these are the things that really project you as an actor, that you act convincingly, act vividly, where you embody your role, your motivations. Your motivations is in the script. Your relationship between the characters is in the script. So meanwhile, you cannot just act out of ex nihilo. You cannot just act from the space. You get to know how old is this character, and the character that's talking to me, how old is this character too. You start getting to know the character, his age will determine how you address the character. Are you going to address the character with fear, or are you going to address the character as a friend? Is the character your friend or your enemy, or friend enemy? You understand? Friend enemies are characters that they pretend to be friendly with you, but they are planning to kill you. They are friend enemies. So you get to know by what the character says, what you say, what the characters do, and what the script says. You understand the structure of the script. Then we're going to talk about story. Story, the ones that motivates. Any story that does not have conflict is not a story. Quote me anywhere. Any story that does not have conflict is not a story, because drama thrives on conflict. You understand? Any story that does not have suspense is not a story, because drama thrive on suspense. You understand? Allow the people to think. The viewers are not robots. The viewers are not stupid. So for every scene, you let there be a cliffhanger. For every scene, let there be a cliffhanger where it will hang the characters, hang their mind, the viewers rather, that they want more. As they want more, time is going. As they want more, they are watching until the curtain falls, the last drop of the curtain. That is when they will now understand what they've been watching. Or you can also make it an open ending where they can take home and go and imagine and think for themselves and resolve. Do you understand? But not a story that is so wishy-washy that from the beginning, as you're watching, you've already known the end. It does not motivate. It does not thrive. It makes you feel as if you're not using your gray matter. You understand? So you're supposed to use your brain. You're supposed to use your gray matter. You're supposed to think for yourself. So in creating a story, storytellers should all put this into consideration, that a story must have the beginning, middle, and an end. We're not disputing that. You can actually take the beginning for the middle, or you can take the end for the beginning. You understand? That notwithstanding. But the story must have three categories: the beginning, the middle, and the end. And they must have these elements in them. They must have conflicts, you must have suspense, you must have dramatic action, you must have exposition, you must have complication, you must have climax. Do you understand? And you must have resolution. So they have their functions. Then if you want to bait it with soliloquy, it's not bad. You want to bait it with an aside, it's not bad. Do you understand? But whatever concept you are using or introducing, let it be that it is catchy. Let it be that it is engaging. The more you engage your characters, the more you win them. The more you engage your characters, the more they watch it. The more you engage your characters, the more you are known. The more you engage your characters, the more you learn, the more you are patronized. So you must engage your characters. So much so that it's like you cast spell on them. Like you cast spell on them. In fact, in storytelling, it's like spell casting on another, because you thrill them by your story. You thrill them by your story. And storytelling is one key aspect of achieving a beautiful. Understand? The story must be catchy. The story must be unique. It must be original. It must be original. So there are stories untold that we need to tap into our reserve and make sure we project it convincingly. So today, I am challenging everyone to wake up and do the right thing. If you act the way you act? Do what you do. You understand? Why do you do what you do? And in questioning yourself, getting to know more about what you do, I tell you the truth, it projects you, it motivates you, it elevates you. Do you understand? It makes you pronounce. It makes you pronounce. The more you do it, the better person you become. So acting is something that we can't run away from. Everybody is an actor. I always say every human being is an actor. Though we have not realized that we are actors, we have not come to the realization that we are actually acting. The world itself is a stage. That's what Shakespeare say. And the people playing, the people in the world are actors, acting in one capacity or the other, depending on how you act, depending on how you view it. You understand? We are all acting in one area or the other. You understand? Some act and they are being paid, while some are acting and they are not being paid. You understand? So whatever you're doing, you are actually acting. Okay, so that is just it. Acting gives you that platform, it gives you that ingenuity, gives you understanding. You get to know that you are doing what you love, and the more you go into acting, the more you learn words, the more you read. It gives you that 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 ability. So let's go back to what we had done before to refresh our minds. So I talked about the nine actors in the entire world. The concept is the same. You understand, where we have personality actors, and I said that personality actors are those actors who come with their personality on set. How do they do that? They come with their stature, they come with their look. You understand? Personality actors are the ones, for instance, a woman is so beautiful, irresistible. People, the director always cast her to play the role of a lover, and she has the command of English. She's a lover already. So the director cast her to play the a lover scene, not because she's that good in that aspect. It's because of her beauty, because of her physique. You understand? Let's take another example. You are cast to play the role of a warrior. The director considers your physique, your size. You understand? And if you have height, beautiful. So invariably, you are a personality actor. You are cast to play that role because of your body. Do you understand? So personality actors are cast to play roles based on their body, their physique. Is that understood? So that's it. Then we move to the character actors. The character actors are the opposite of personality actors. The character actors read the script a lot. You understand? Character actors create their own story. They create their own story. They wear the role. They hardly would they carry the role they have played in another film to a new one. No, they drop it there and portray their new self here. They are character actors. They are character actors. You understand? They act the character. So that's why they are called character actors. And character actors are the ones who really are creative. They assist the director because they have gone through the script. They build their own character. In fact, character actors, when they are going on set, they even come with their costumes because they have already read the script. They know the storyline. So character actors are good actors. Then we move to the chameleon actors. Chameleon actors are another set of good actors who are chameleonic in nature. They can change anytime, any day. They can play any role anytime, any day. No role is difficult for them. They know how to internalize the role. They know how to wear the role. They know what to say per time. So they are actually chameleon actors. Chameleon actors don't give directors tough time on set. Right? Chameleon actors are the type of actors who come up with ingenuity and the director will say, keep it. They are chameleonic. They are chameleonic. They make things easy for the director. You understand? So chameleon actors, that's who they are. Then we move to the non-professional actors. I've told us that the non-professional actors, they are not doing acting as a career. but they can act too. They are non-professionals, especially when you meet them at a place of work and you want to use that space. You ask them to act with you, they will act, and they will act very well. They will add flavor to it. Why are they doing that? It is because it's what they do for a living. So you are asking them to do what they do for a living and let camera records it. You will notice that they will do it very well. They are non-professional actors. You understand? After that, they might not go into acting because that's not what they're doing. They are doing something else. But because you came to their field, they decide to do it for you. You understand? So they are known as non-professional actors. They are non-professional actors. Then impersonators. Impersonators are mimickers. They mimic a lot. Okay, impersonators, you see them more in comedy scenes. Impersonator, mimic actors are the ones that you always uh, enjoy watching them. You understand? Because they make people laugh, they add flavor to everything. Once they see you, they understudy people a lot. Impersonator actors are the type that when once they come to your house or they come in contact with you, they look at you keenly. At the end of it, or they can replicate what you just done before them. So they are very creative, super intelligent, super creative. They are impersonators. You know, it takes more energy for you to impersonate another person. So impersonators are really, really actors. They impersonate, but it's just that they use them more in comedy scenes. You understand? If you ask an impersonator actor to act a tragic scene where he or she is supposed to cry, he might actually end up spoiling the scene for you because he's actually good at comedies. He's actually good at making people laugh. So they are impersonator actors. Do you understand? So that's who they are. Then we have the name actors. The name actors are very prickly. Those name actors are full of themselves. They are established actors already, so they are named. Now, meanwhile, we have different categories of name actors. We have the star actors, we have the known faces, and the upcoming actors. You understand? The star actors are the ones who charge very high, exorbitantly. You understand? So they actually help you to make your work sell. They help you to make people watch it. They cause traffic. People watch the story not because of the story. People watch the movie not because of the story most times. You watch this movie not because of the camera. They are not watching the movies because of the environment. They are rather watching the movie because of the person who participated in the movie, the personality. So they are named actors. They are already named. You understand? These kind of actors are the type that come to on set and ask you to shoot only their scenes, and you have no choice but to shoot because they you need them for the work to sell. Get other people's say when you're done shooting, they are gone. So they are name actors. They are name actors. They are there for the industry to make good money. And they have paid their dues actually. So it's time for them to harvest. So they are name actors. That's who they are. Then we move to the typecast actors. These are actors that are known for a particular role. For years, they've been playing similar roles, different title of movies, different directors, different locations, but they are playing the same role because they are typecast actor. That's who they are. People know them for typecast. You understand? So these kind of actors are known everywhere, and we can also cite them. All right, in Nigeria, we have them on screen. In fact, even in Hollywood, we have typecast actors. Okay, which we all know. Where if we see like Van Damme, we know that this must be an action film. We see Brad Pitt, we know that this must be an action film. We see Angelina Jolie, we know that this must be an action film. Do you understand? They are more on actions, fighting, struggling, and all that. You understand? Why there are other actors that are known for soft roles? They play it very well. They are romantic actors. Romantic, anything that has to do with romance. You see them popping up their head and doing it well. So these actors categorize themselves, but they are name actors. Yes, they are typecast actors. They play the same role all the time. Then the background actors have told us that you want to take acting as your career. Background actors are not the type of actor you should start with. You understand? If you are privileged to have someone type you to play a serious role, then the better for you. Lucky you. You understand? But background actors are those ones that are just known for wakapas. Okay, they are non-actors. We call them wakapas actors. You understand? They only add value to a scene or two because they are always found in the crowd. They are background actors. You understand? At the end of it all, you give them food or you tell them thank you. So that's how it ends there. Then the ensemble actors are those ones that ensemble actually. They make you feel happy, they make you feel welcome, they make you feel you have arrived. Ensemble actors, they come to the set and first of all get familiarized with the key players, all right, and tell you that we are going to act together today. They just make you feel okay, and in their midst, you just notice that you deliver lines very well. They are ensemble actors, they ensemble, they bring people together. Okay, they make people feel very well. So next class, we shall be looking at the origin of acting. We shall trace the origin of acting so that we get to know where did it start from, who started it, and which country. You understand? So we are going to destroy those aspects that has to do with ignorance and do things deliberately and conscious and know why we are doing what we are doing. So acting does not allow you to just venture into ignorance. Acting gives you that privilege for you to do well. So that is what I am talking about. So in case you want to read a course in acting, please do well and go read a course in acting. Because for everything you do, you must learn how to do it well. And in learning how to do it well, you must go to school. You understand? Go to school, or you come to Broadway Production Limited. All right, is actually a school on its own where we teach people on professional acting, professional delivery, okay, body language, and all that. Professional delivery. And when we talk about professional delivery, a good actor listens to himself. Every last word that proceeds out of your mouth, you listen to the letters. You understand? You articulate your point very well. That's what makes you a good actor. Don't just carry script and go into acting. Now, if I am to look at some of those skits, there are some skits that I see that repeat itself over and over and over and over again. The concepts are so overused. You understand? We can actually come up with ideas that will change the way we do things. And that has been my prayer that the industry will move from strength to strength, from glory to glory. All right. So it's an acting school, online acting school, where we groom young minds to groom people and teach them the right way how to do what they ought to do. You understand? Teach them how to articulate their points. And that's it. You become a pro, okay? Become a pro in what you do. And that is what we are set to achieve. That we must make you become a pro in what you do. So far, so good. You're a professional if you learn how to do it professionally. But in the case whereby you just ignore, and ignorance of a thing is not an excuse. So acting is a word of being a character. It's a word of internalization. It's a word, right? So welcome to the world of mimicking, where you mimic everything. You understand? And the character that does mimicking impersonates all the time, makes people feel okay. So I want to make you feel okay. All right. So thank you for your time. Tomorrow we are still going to go online. Probably tonight, also go online and teach the younger generation how to do it well. You must learn how to do it well. Anything you do, you must learn it. You can't just jump into something and say you are that thing when you have not learned it. You understand? And when you're saying you're an actor and they ask you what is acting and why do you act the way you act, you don't know. You don't know which name to call it. You don't know what it is called. You don't know at all, and you're not ready to know. Then you're wallowing in ignorance. In the case whereby you don't know and you try to know, then you are wise. You understand? So we want you to learn to know, try to know what you don't know. And so doing, you never can tell. The vast opportunities out there await you. All right. So thank you for your time. Thank you for the moment. Thank you for the privilege given to me. Listen to me and partake in it. God bless you. We'll meet again. Bye bye. So I remain your host, Dr. Victor Ekieno. Bye bye.